Hello, people that know how it's doing. I was asked a question today by LJ. He said, Adrian, could you please do a video on how to keep motivated if possible? Thank you. So yeah, how to keep motivated. I don't really know. So I'll go through a few scenarios. But first off, straight away off the bat, always keep your eye on the target. Always keep motivated on what you're doing, no matter if it's at work. Always keep an eye on the prize. In other words, and what I mean, keep focused, keep motivated, to keep saying to yourself, "I can do it. I can do it." It might be hard, it might be difficult, but just keep saying to yourself, because it does reassure your mind if you keep saying to yourself, "I can do it. I can do it." It does reassure your mind. You might not think, but that I usually say that if I think I can't do something, I always say in my head, "I can do this. I can achieve this goal." Because nothing's unachievable. Everything can be achieved. So I always say, "I can do it. I can do it." And it usually does, because it motivates yourself. It's something in your mind that makes you motivated to do it. So second of all, to LGT, always set a goal. Either be a short term or long term. Go small. Do a small goal first. Like, let's just say for studies. For example. Let's just say you're doing the maths. You're going for a maths course or something like that. Set a short term goal. Say I want to get this. Say out of the whole lot of the test, 700 points. Let's just say for example. Say right, and you have a mock kind of paper or whatever you would call it. Let's just say right. You know what? I can get to 100 out of the 700. Let's see if we can get. That's a short term goal. You set a target. That's a short goal. That's something that can be achieved. And then you make a middle goal, which I would call. This is what I would do at school too. Even at work too, in tiny towns or anything like that. A goal that you can achieve, a stepping stone, in other words, a short term goal, then a middle term goal, which is in the middle of the short term and long term, and then a long term goal, so say 2 years or 3 years where you want to be. Is this it's a kind of a plan? It's kind of a detailed plan, and it kind of keeps you motivated to achieve that. And you're probably saying, why am I going through this, talking about this? But at the end of it, at the end of the short term goal, say you give yourself a treat, you kind of tempt yourself, if that makes any sense, to stay motivated. Like, say if it's a weekend away, say you're going to, if you wanted to be if you wanted to get your short term goal, say it was that maths, say you go away for a day or something like that to Bundorn or something like that, something at the end of it that you would want to see if you got it. Like something that you really, really want. Say you want a new phone and you're like, I'm not going to do it until I achieve the goal I set out. Because then your mind just like, I really want that new phone and I'm determined to get it. If that makes any sense. Because that's usually what, it's the best goal. If you set a prize for the goal at the end of it, say the short term goal, you go for a trip or say that. The middle term goal, we always wanted to buy a new phone. You have the money for the new phone. You might as well get it. If you had the short term goal, if you had the in the middle goal, if I would call it sometimes. The long term goal, you set a huge thing like say you graduate or something like that. You get your full points or you get up to your 700 points. You go out for a night out or something like that. You go out, you go wired, you go up to Leo Farkas' house and you be like, "Hello Leo, how are you doing? Can I come in for tea?" That's just a goal. That's just something I made up. Stay motivated. Always keep your eye on the prize. And always set goals. First of all, always set goals. And always say to yourself, "I can do it. I can do it." Because nothing cannot be achieved. And always stay motivated. And always believe in yourself. That's the one thing you have to do too. Believe in yourself. Always have hope and believe in yourself, because they're two important things. Because to stay motivated, you have to have hope that you can stay motivated. Second thing, you have to be determined. So yeah, and you have to be positive, in other words too. I don't know, did I cover everything? You might have asked me about something else, but I hope that maybe that's what usually I would do. Set goals. Small goals. Set a goal that you can reach, and then a middle goal, then that long term goal for 2 or 3 years. So yeah, always keep your eye on the prize too. As I was saying, never take your eye off if if it's something to do with anything. Like, you say, if you can create the game or something like that, software. You never take your mind off and never go after the nearest girl, and spend, like, always keep your mind on the project, because there's plenty of time after the project's done. Like, say you're making a new game and you want to get it out by this certain date. Keep a target. for a date or something like that. I hope I answered your question out today. I hope I didn't go on for an hour or two. Yeah, if you want me to go into any more detail about it, I probably can try and come up with some other scenarios. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. I know it might be a bit up in the air still. But forgive me if it is a bit up in the air. I don't mind correcting if you want me to correct it. But yeah, that's usually what I would do. So yeah, thank you for watching and subscribe for more, and bye.